Okay, thank you.
Everybody.
So today we're going to have another what we call Hodgepodge, which is a collection of short videos on things that I found interesting. And Pam has supported and said she likes these sessions. Vicky's showing you on the our page called what's the name of the page? It's presentations or something, isn't it, from the menu? Our web links, presentation web links. And he's got a section there for Hodgepodge. Yeah, that's where he's go to it from. And it's a collection of
Notes from each meeting.
yeah, that I thought would be. So today's meeting is already there. So if there's anything we look at today that you want to go home and explore or try. And then from the past meetings, like last month, we talked about streaming TV and so on. Which kind of was interesting.
Yeah, really.
Anyway, I was thinking of next month, and if I'm ready to entertain suggestions from the floor, from the mobs of people here. I was kind of thinking to kind of look at some of the AI, artificial intelligence apps out there that you can use. Some of them are charging now because they do take a lot of costs in the background. That's interesting to think about, but they take a lot of electricity to run the core base of computers that are behind all of this. And there's lots of competition in that. Yes, and they're competing with the paper market. Yeah. But there's a lot of them have a free element, and I think they're just, I find myself going to them more and more. So I thought I'd do some comparisons to a Google search and then search for the same information using one of these assistants.
What do you use it for? Suggestions.
Yeah, you want to, if you're doing a search, word it a little differently. You put it in natural language, you don't just say, I want Lorraine School's calendar start date or something. I'd like to know what this first day of school will be for the students in the Lorraine school system in Lorraine, Ohio. You talk it.
Oh.
And it gives you straight to the answer, and it comes on the screen and has citations. Whereas if you did a Google search, you usually get a list of links that you have to click through and get I'll compare, I thought. Somebody has a different idea. Doing a search with how it's different when you use artificial intelligence, and then give you some of the major ones and how to get to them.
Well, that's fine. You've done the majority of AI interaction out of this group, I believe.
Probably.
Yeah.
At this point. But on Tech for Senior, which you've heard me talk about, the retired gentlemen who run this little discussion group twice a week now. They're all using AI and keep referring to it and doing more and more with it and say there's no avoiding it. Might as well learn how to live with it. And they take advantage of it. Because it has some interesting things. So unless I am inspired otherwise, I thought that would be next month. So the first one for this month, what do you think, Mickey? Should we start with Snopes or?
Okay.
This article addresses, is what you're looking at something you saw on Facebook or Instagram? Is it true? Are they giving you the real information or not? And using Snopes, and then there'll be some other links, will tell you. And it's not just in politics.
Guide to
right now, it comes up a lot with politics, one side's attacking the other side and posting online and what's the truth? But there's other ways too. So this is Huey from the Tech for Seniors. Talking about this website that can help you decide if it's true or not.
Debunking urban legends and misinformation.
John, were you able to hear the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a Facebook notice that I received from several of my friends. I would like to thank everyone for telling me how to do the bypass. I wondered where everybody has been, and so on. You've probably seen this one before. Hoaxes on Facebook often ask users to copy and paste the content rather than share it. Here are some reasons why. Harder to remove. Copying and pasting makes it harder for Facebook to remove the hoax, especially if personal comments are added. Tracking. By copying and pasting, the original poster can track everyone else who's repeating it. They can insert some text to track the post and harvest information about the users. Continued spread. Copying and pasting a post makes it much easier for the hoax to continue without being deleted. Spam. Copy and paste posts go viral once more, and the scam is about bypassing or resetting Facebook in order to see more friends in your newsfeed. So here are some ways to check if a Facebook posting is a hoax. 1. Check the source. Look at the source of the post. If it's from a reputable news organization or a verified account, it's more likely to be true. 2. Check the profile. If the post is from a person, check their profile to see if it looks legitimate. Look for details like their employment history, education, and other personal information. 3. Check the content. Read the post carefully and look for any red flags, such as sensational language, spelling or grammar errors, or claims that seem too good to be true. Check the date. Number 4. Check the date of the post to see if it's recent or if it's been circulating for a long time. Hoaxes often resurface after a period of time. Number 5. Do a reverse image search. If the post includes a photo, do a reversed image search to see if the photo has been used in other contexts. 6. Check with the fact-checking sites. Use fact-checking sites like Snopes or Full Fact to see if the post has been debunked. Here is Snopes. And here, when we do a search for everyone for telling me how to do the bypass, what I do is take some keywords and put them in Snopes to see. Sometimes the wording has changed slightly, so you might have to do it 2 or 3 times. This time I only had to do it once, but as soon as I did, it came right up with an article called "Here's How to Bypass the System's Post is a Facebook Hoax." And it was dated August 17th, 2023. And it says, "The Facebook hoax that never ends often brings a fair share of users who misunderstand the platform." I had several friends who posted this particular hoax, thinking it was factual. Looking at Snopes, here is the article. "Here's How to Bypass the System's Post is a Facebook Hoax." As we look down the article, it does show us that it's false. And then it goes on to tell us, in August 2023, Facebook users copied and pasted a boilerplate message into new posts on how to bypass the system to thwart an algorithm that purportedly limits posts on your newsfeed to about 25 friends. And here is that article. Same article, word for word. Basically, no. Copying and pasting a block of text into Facebook does not bypass any system or change the website's algorithm, as we've repeatedly reported in past years, meaning Snopes. They go on to tell you that phrase where this one actually works is actually from the TV program The Office, and they have a video that shows that. And the viral post makes a request of users that says, if you're reading this message, do me a favor and leave me a quick comment, a hello, a sticker, or whatever you want, so it will appear in my news feed. So that the person who's perpetrating this can go back and do a search on Facebook and find all of the people who have done this and get a large list of names. And Facebook called it a myth, not a hoax. A recent example started popping up in late 2017 and continues to see the occasional bump in shares. So to clear things up, no, Facebook does not set a limit on the number of people whose posts are shown in your news feed. The hoax never ends. And here's what Snopes' website is like. This is the heading. We'll take each of the topics. Here's the latest. And these are the top two that are showing under the latest. And we look at the top. It shows the Hot 50. There's two of them showing so you can see what it looks like. Under fact checks, it talks about these particular ones, and these change on a regular basis and update. Collections. These are several articles grouped together as collections. Here's some news. Then there's some archives, and then the randomizer goes out and finds some random articles that are on the Snopes site. They may show as false, it may show as true, or it may show as misattributed. Several websites are dedicated to fact-checking and debunking hoaxes, rumors, and misinformation. Here are some reliable options you can use to check for hoaxes. The number one is Snopes. The second one is factcheck.org. You'll notice number 6 is HoaxSlayer, which is one that I used for many years. It no longer is available. Here's what factcheck.org looks like. Most of the others are political in nature, and take them as you wish. What about some other hoaxes that may be perpetrated that you may not know that they were hoaxes? Let's take a look. Facebook charging for memberships. I see this often. There have been several instances where rumors spread on Facebook claiming that the social media platform would start charging for membership. Snopes has debunked these claims multiple times, confirming that Facebook has no plans to charge its users for access. Facebook algorithm changes. Whenever Facebook makes changes to its algorithm or news feed, rumors and misinformation tend to circulate. Snopes has investigated and clarified the actual changes made by Facebook, debunking false claims and providing accurate information. Internet rumors. Factcheck.org features a list of the false or misleading viral rumors they're asked about most often, and a brief summary of the fact. They address a wide range of topics from politics to health to social media. Fake news sites. Snopes.com has compiled a field guide to fake news sites and hoax purveyors, offering a guide to several of the most frequent and unapologetic hoax purveyors cluttering up news feeds everywhere. WhatsApp hoaxes. The Momo Challenge was a global social media hoax about a paranormal threat to kids that initially gained traction in South America and eventually spread to other countries. Fact checkers have warned that hoaxes they debunked years ago still crop up on WhatsApp from time to time because it's essentially a black box for information sharing. These examples show that false information and hoaxes can spread across various platforms, including social media, email, and messaging apps. Fact-checking websites play a crucial role in debunking these claims and providing accurate information to the public. This has been Website of the Week number 19. I'm Huey Poplock, unmasking falsehoods.
I was gonna say, I can say this without getting into politics. I have a relative who's on the other side of the political spectrum than I am. And she will send me articles and things that she sees online that proves how bad my candidates are. And so I said, that's not true, that's not. And most of the time I just ignore them, don't do anything, but she sent me one that said one of the candidates on my side of the issue was involved in something that sent him to the hospital, was really gross, almost not legal. But it looked like a newspaper clipping, that looked actually like a newspaper clipping. And so I couldn't find it in Snopes, but it was in Politico, the third one on his list, Politico. And it said, no, we checked this, that date isn't right. There isn't a newspaper with that name. There wasn't, the person wasn't in that area, the right age, it just went on. And I shared it with another relative because I had to say, oh my God, look what's being passed around. But I did not send it back to the person who sent it to me because I thought, I just don't want to get involved in even though I thought she should know that it wasn't true. Anyway, but nowadays you have to, if you feel yourself going to be swayed by something, you want to know if it's true or not. And that Mickey has listed those links, did you, online? Or the link to
To the video.
But there was politico.com and factcheck.com, or there's all these other places as well as Snopes. And like in my case, Snopes didn't have it. Maybe it was the keywords I put in, but the other site came up with this seemingly complete investigation and report. So it is something to be aware of out there.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go to the next one. And this is
Now, here is the fun one, Magic Editor. It can do erasing just like Magic Eraser, but it can do so much more. And I have a little pre-recorded segment on that. I'm going to show you some examples of using Magic Editor. I know I'm short, but this picture makes me look like a toy. So you tap on the edit. I am going to use the Magic Editor. That's this green, blue, purple, it keeps changing button right there. And I can just tap on me. Notice how I get highlighted. I could erase me, but no, that's not what I want to do. So I tap and hold, and now I can I can move me around, or with 2 fingers, I can make me bigger. And that might be a little bit too much. And then it's the right arrow that says, okay, make that so. That's more like it. It does give me some other choices to see if it did it better in a second try, but that one's fine. I tap the check mark and save copy. For this picture, I think we should be closer together. Edit, Magic Editor. I'll tap on Jim. Oops, that just got his hand. So I need to refine the selection and add. There. Now I can touch and hold. No, I have to say done now that I've added more area. I don't want to erase him. Touch and hold and move him over. And do it. I like it. I tap check mark and save a copy. For this one, I want the horse on the hill to be bigger. Edit, Magic Editor, tap the horse, touch and hold, and then this can be really tricky. I need to get 2 fingers on that horse in order to make it bigger. There, I got it. It can be done. And that's good. I say do it. But Magic Editor can do more. Notice that after I tap the check mark, I still have the Magic Editor button. That's saying there's more that it could do with this. It can make adjustments to the sky. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Or that one, or that one. So it gives me a few, and I can even tap to get more results, but I like that one. Check mark, save a copy. And I've saved the coolest one for last. This is a picture of a banyan tree in my neighborhood that I just think is special. Magic Editor. And I don't want to move anything around, so I'm going to tap Magic Editor again. And notice how it offers me stylized. What is that? It turns it into a work of art with several different choices. Wow. And I could even get more choices. Oh, I like that one. It turned that one hard root into a little waterfall. So I'll check mark and save a copy. Play around with Magic Editor. It's fun.
So that's done in your
And
Google
it's
Photos.
free and it's on all mobile devices. So give it a shot. Now, it used to be that you had to be a Google One, and before that, you had to have a Pixel. All that's gone. It is available. If you don't have it, it might still be rolling out, but it's been rolling out for a while. You should have it. So that was Magic Editor. The next new thing is markup on the web. You know, Magic Editor, Magic Eraser are only available on mobile, but we did just get one new thing on the web version. If you go into Edit, there is now a button at the far right for markup. Now, unfortunately, I don't see any text options yet. You have to just use the pen and draw what you want. But if you're better at that than I am, you can still get some stuff done. So that is markup on the web editor. And I'm about done here. I want to know how many photos I have. And this has been something that you could not do in Google Photos. And I just noticed the other day that if you tap on your face in the upper right-hand corner and then backup, right underneath where it says your backup is complete, it will give the number of pictures. It can take a minute to show up. So if you go there and you don't see it right away, just wait. So I see that I have 106,192 images in my Google Photos account. AI photos is something that is coming. I have not seen it yet. It is a AI asking about your photos. When it comes, it will be that little sparkle at the right side of a search box. And then transfers to iCloud. If you want to move from Google to iCloud, you now can. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And all the instructions are in this geeksontour.com/GP updates, including if you want an invite to that My Week, you can do it. And that is my list of new things in Google Photos.
I went in and saw, I do have the enhanced version and I was
Of
real quickly playing with it on my
enhanced
phone.
version of what?
The enhanced feature.
Well, how do you get that magic editor?
Well, the magic editor.
Oh,
That's what I meant.
Okay.
You go, are you in your Google Photos?
My Google Photos, okay.
And then it says at the bottom, edit. Does it?
No, I must have to pick a photo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pick a photo.
Okay, I picked a photo.
And then is there an edit button?
Edit,
And then under there, is there a sparkly thing that says?
yes, enhance.
Yeah, and then you could do enhanced things like she showed.
Oh. Enhance,
And then you save it as a copy, so you'll still have your original, and
yeah,
then you'll have the copy that you've, and the video's here if you wanna come back to it.
yeah, I do check them once in a while.
Yeah, cause, I thought that's gonna be fun to play with. And improve, you know, it used to be like if you wanted to highlight somebody and erase them or something, you had to go into something, Photoshop almost, and draw a line around the person and now you just click on it and it knows. Okay, is this what you
Pretty
want?
good, but he was able to select that.
Yeah, you can select it just like that, and I think how I used to have to
Oh, yeah.
do this and I get it all crooked.
Exactly right.
Crummy looking, but now it's just intelligent. And it leads to all these things. And Google is behind Google Photos, and like she said, has how many pictures in, I don't know, some humongous number. But they are in the cloud, they're not on the phone, so you can actually remove them from your phone to have more room, and you'll be storing them in the cloud.
Could be almost.
And then sometimes it's tricky to think about because you've got them in the cloud, and to do a lot of things with it, you have to click download. So then you move it back to your desktop or your computer, and then to do the edit or attach it to a message to send out or whatever you're gonna do with it. But Google Photos is pretty, and to search in Google Photos is remarkable. You know, it'll remember a face, even a face of like a very young person, and then it'll show you that person as an adult. And how did it know that they were gonna look like that 20, 30 years later? It's
That's why
really,
they do the milk carton picture.
yes.
But where'd you find a milk carton? That's my question.
Yeah, that's right. They're out of date now too. So anyway, there's lots happening with in that area, and she makes a point to keep on top of it because she has a status as a gold level instructor in the area of Google teachings, and was sent to England this year to a conference. And her husband said, well, they paid her way there. And I had to pay my own to be able to carry her suitcases.
Wow.
He was joking. He was glad to travel again. Anyway, well, that's where we were deep diving.
No.
Oh, it wasn't it? Oh, that was magic. Okay, go on. I don't remember what this was.
Like many people out there, I use Google Photos as the set it and forget it type app. I use it to automatically back up my photos and never really touch it again unless I need to access a specific memory. The thing is, Google Photos offers so much more, and as a long-time user with over 17,000
How long does that go on for?
10 minutes. Do you want to not do it?
Well, let's skip it and then come back to it and see what
Okay.
the other things take time for. Now skip the Chromebook too, because not
Yeah,
everybody
right.
has that. And let's do that one.
Memory.
Oh, that one was because I wanted to know how to
We just got back from a week scuba diving in the
look for the GPS coordinates on a picture.
Okay.
And I think she talks here about turning them on, because by default, they're not recorded.
Okay, I thought they were, but oh wait.
Cayman Islands. And what we did was take a picture on board before we jumped in the water at each dive site. What I'm going to show you today is how you can take a group of photos and have them automatically plotted on a map. So you can map your memories using Google Photos and Google My Maps. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
The first thing, this is important, your camera needs to be recording the location of your photos. That's called geotagging or location tags, and it's slightly different settings on the iPhone and the Android. So I want to show you on both. First, on the iPhone, it's in the main system settings, and then it's considered a privacy issue to have location showing on your photos. So it's under privacy and security. Location services must be on, but then you still have to tap on it to get down to camera. And notice mine says while using. If yours says never, then your photos are not recording the location where they were taken. Now on the Android, you have to go into the camera. So you go to camera, and then it's the little gear for settings, for camera settings. And on this phone, which happens to be a Samsung, it's called location tags, and you turn it on. Now, in some other Android phones, you may have to go into general and more, but find something that's called location and or geotags. So once those are on, every photo you take will now be stamped with the Latin lawn of the location where the photo was taken. And then you can do this. But the second part of this is that we're using Google My Maps, not Google Maps, not the map view on Google Photos. Google My Maps is a separate thing, and I want to
I
show
don't know that
you
we need the
just a little
part of
bit.
this.
So it's at
I don't
mymaps.google.com.
know that any of us want to make a map.
And
So we're done right now?
Yeah, for that segment. It's just that I had somebody I was talking to. We were talking about collecting the latitude and longitude about where GPS of where a certain item was. Actually, I'm part of a project with the Daughters of the American Revolution, and we want to know in the cemeteries in Lorain County where veterans of the Revolutionary War are buried. And we said, well, if you're standing at their cemetery site, your phone will record, and you can put that in your
That's a good use for it.
thing you're creating so someone can get back to it. But I said, I understand there's a setting you have to have on, and that's kind of why I saved that, was so you could
Right.
see how to set the setting. And then when you're looking at the cemetery, looking for a site, it tells you how to put that GPS numbers in the phone, so it'll guide you back there. But that just was something I thought was useful. But, and then they get into making a map of the memories of all the places they've traveled, which just makes me want to cry. They go to so many places.
You're talking about principal.
The Gould, yeah, the Goulds. They go so many places every year. It's crazy. Secrets of Windows Notepad. Well, did I put that one in there?
I put.
Oh, you put it in. Windows calculator. Okay, well then,
Well, no.
use the one you want.
We can do the max focus.
Okay, this is one Max Focus. This is one Huey from Poplock from the Tetra Seniors Group. Introduced this week's show, which is every Monday. And he told the other people that work on this program up they have, I've got a really good one I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. It'll be a surprise. So everybody's making a big deal. Oh, what's Huey's? Then he's going to show us. And the interesting thing was at the end of the little hour-long program, they have a question and answer. And like all the guys who are presenters admitted that while he was showing the show or after and somebody else was showing, they all went in and signed up for this because they thought it was going to be really useful. And so I added it to my computer last night and then didn't have time to play too much with it, but I thought, I think this will be really nice. I woke up this morning thinking about it.
Oh,
That's how sad it is. My life, so exciting.
Be better organized in your browsing. I'm Huey Poplock. Tired of cluttered browser with countless tabs? We've all been there. Millions of tabs open, losing focus, and getting lost in the sea of information. Max Focus is here to help you stay focused and organized. Browsing the web made easier. No more switching tabs. No more losing focus. Preview links right where you are. It's a better way to read the web. Unlock all the features and future updates with Max Focus Pro. Browse the web faster and easier. Save time searching and spend more time reading. Try Max Focus today. Easy open. Long click or hover or shortcut on any link and see the preview right away. A reader mode. Read articles without distractions. A clean, reader-friendly view. YouTube previews. Watch videos without any sidebars or temptations to click away. Just the video, nothing else. Focus mode. Concentrate on the content you're reading. Dim the rest of the page to reduce distractions. Customize everything. Choose how you want to open previews and how they behave and what they look like. Activation triggers, pop-up behavior, pop-up color, and performance options. Let's take a look at Max Focus and then come back to our description. Max Focus works nicely in a Google search. Let's look at vegetables in season in Florida. When we go to a website, we left mouse click, hold it down, and here are some questions we get. So one of them is, how can I find what's in season in Florida? And it will then go out and answer that question nicely. We'll find out the information we want. We then have the information we need without going out to a lot of different tabs and places on the web. Let's do an image search from Google. We'll go to images. We're going to use the term of find vegetables in season in Florida. We find one. It's a nice picture. We'll right mouse click on it, and then we will just save the image as, and then use the title that it had and save it. And we have that image without leaving the Google search. Let's do one more just to show you how, again, how it's done. Right mouse click on the picture. Save image as. Make sure you have a title, and then go ahead and save it. In my Outlook email reader, we'll take a look at one of the emails that has some links in it. We left mouse click and hold, and it brings up that link within the page. And then at the top, it has the link. So if we want to open the actual article, we can click on that or copy it. And then let's go down to the next one. We, again, left mouse click and hold, and it brings up the next article. So without leaving the page, we're able to read the article. Let's use Amazon as an example of Max Focus. Let's go down to an alternative item. Take a look at it by pressing and holding the left mouse button, and it brings up that item. And you'll see that there are some AI assistants with some questions. Let's look at it with a different item, one that I had already purchased. And you'll see under the Max Focus AI Assistant, it gives a summary of the page. And then we'll do it again. And this time it will get key points from the page. And it'll list all the key points from it. And then thirdly, we will look at getting action points from the page. Max Focus on an Amazon product. I use a news feed reader called Feedly, and when I find an article of interest, I left mouse click it and hold it down, read through the article, again, without leaving the Feedly. If I like the article, I go and I right mouse click on the website URL, and then I open up Facebook, and what's on my mind, I paste that address into that. I go to next, and when I click on next, it is ready to add to my feed, but also I can check the boxes for Tech for Senior Sarasota Technology User Group, click next, and it's done and posted. Here are some of the settings. First, you have some general settings, things that you can turn on and off. And then you'll have some pop-up behaviors, what you want it to do, how long you want it to take, and so on. Then there's an appearance. You can change the colors of the pop-ups. You can have URL tracking protection and warn about any dangerous links. Under performance, you can have a power saving mode and you can reduce the motion. And under AI settings, you can show the AI prompt suggestions, enable quick previews, and open with Alt and then the hover trigger. Max Focus works on all major desktop browsers, including Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Vivaldi, and Brave. Secure browsing with confidence. Explore the web with the assurance that your privacy is protected at every turn with them. They prioritize your security with robust features designed to maintain your digital autonomy. So what is Max Focus Link Preview and the extension? It's like the link preview on iOS Safari or the Arc pinned websites preview. But it works in other browsers as an extension. Scroll through your feed faster, save time, and don't get lost in multiple tabs. How does Max Focus work? Just long click or hover over a link on any web page, and Max Focus will show you a preview of the content behind the link. Adjust settings to change the size, duration, and other preview options. Pay once, use forever. Now the cost, when you first take a look at the page, with the cost you see $8, $17.90, and $26.90. Well, that sounds like quite a bit per month. But if you read it carefully, it says pay once, use forever. In other words, if you want the Pro without AI, it's $8 and you're done. That's your license. You own it. If you want the Pro lifetime with AI, then it's $17.90. One time, one payment. Or if you want the Pro with ChatGPT 4 Omni, it's $26.90. One time, you get a license and you're done with it. There's no monthly fee. Which websites does Max Focus work on? It works on all websites, including social media platforms, news websites, blogs, and more. You can use it on any web page that has links. Preview links in Google Search with Max Focus. Get a preview of any link in Google Search with a single click. Search faster and stay focused on browsing. Ways to preview links in the Max Focus. Link previews can significantly enhance your browsing experience by letting you quickly check the contents of a link before fully committing to open it. The Max Focus Link Preview extension offers several convenient ways to open links and preview them. You can preview links everywhere. Use Max Focus to preview links in Notion, Google Docs, and other websites. Get a quick overview of any link without leaving your workspace. The advantages of link preview tools: time saving. Link previews save you time by giving you a glimpse of the content without loading a new page. Instead of sifting through numerous tabs, you can quickly judge if the link is worth exploring further. By using Max Focus, for instance, you can use a simple hover or long click to access a preview, keeping your browsing efficient. Improved focus. Link preview helps you stay on your current page while looking at links. This lowers the chance of getting lost in many tabs and forgetting your main task. Your browser stays neat with fewer distractions. Max Focus offers a clean reader view to help you stay focused. Social media browsing. Social media is full of links, and opening each one can be time-consuming. With link previews, you can quickly check if the content interests you. Using Max Focus, you can preview links right on the same page without switching tabs, keeping your social media browsing smooth and efficient. Research and news reading. When researching or catching up with the news, you can encounter many sources. Link previews let you skim through the content quickly, prioritizing which to read in detail. Max Focus helps by allowing you to preview the content linked in articles, saving you from opening multiple tabs for information that may not be useful. Max Focus Link Previews shows text and images and have a media mode feature. This feature lets you change the size to 16:9 for watching videos from YouTube and other websites without opening a new page. When shopping online, you often need to compare products from different websites. Link Previews helps you quickly check product details without opening multiple tabs. Max Focus lets you preview images and descriptions, making your shopping experience more efficient. Use Max Focus to preview links in Google. Get a quick overview of any website without leaving the search results. Use online services and apps in Google Search. Try online services and apps right in Google Search. Get a quick overview of any link without leaving the search results. Use Max Focus to preview links event in Google Images. Get a quick overview of any image without leaving the search results. You can preview the links everywhere.
That's the next story. He talks about, in that one, Ron Brown, I didn't save it right there, but he talks about using WhatsApp. Lotta had that set up on her computer, but his daughter who works outside the country, you know, that's like international WhatsApp. That's the one the majority of the people in the world outside the US use. And he thinks he thinks the ease of use and how it works is great. So he showed in that little video why you might want to consider WhatsApp.
Well, his main point was to use whatever service the people you're trying to communicate with.
Yes, true. And if he wanted to communicate easily with his daughter and grandson, that's what they were using.
Right.
So he has adopted it as well, though I'm sure he still uses other ones for the rest of us stateside. Though he's in Canada. And if you try Max Focus, it installs as a Chrome browser extension.
Well, yeah, it's an extension.
And he said at one point somewhere that he's afraid he didn't make that clear. That it's usually, it might have been during question and answers.
Well, he said in the thing.
Yeah,
this Google
I
browser,
did see it was mentioned,
I
yeah, but he
noticed-
thought it wasn't clear.
I noticed that Safari wasn't listed, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean it was.
Yeah, I didn't, probably if we Google, will Max Focus work on Safari or work on an Apple?
We could just go there and see. Just because you have
That question.
English, right? Is that all the ones?
This is all to get to DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo is supposed to be good because it retains your privacy, right, Nikki?
Yes, I use DuckDuckGo exclusively. I should say exclusively. Sometimes I manually go to startpage.com if I don't see a good result in DuckDuckGo.
Start page.
Start page is just like using Google, but without the tracking.
Oh,
All right.
so it really uses,
Yeah, it uses
Google
Google
or Chrome?
search engine, but yeah, see,
but it eliminates,
right,
oh, I
Right.
didn't know that.
right. All right, so it doesn't look like Safari is one of the browsers. But he was mentioning that Safari already has
It just
a
wasn't,
link preview option in its browser.
oh, maybe that's what, yeah,
And also Chrome does as well, but you have to dig and go into the flags to enable it.
well, those get tricky.
Yeah, it does. And let's see, am I using Chrome? Yeah. So if you go to,
You said you installed it on the computer you're using?
I did matter of fact, this is using my profile, so it should be.
Yeah, I was
here.
gonna say, could you
Well, let's see here. First
You have
of all,
it
let
set
me-
up
let me
for
do
right
this.
click or hover?
There's link preview in the Chrome flags. You can enable it if you want and know how to do it. So, but again, this is just for Chrome. Other browsers may have a similar option, but
Yeah.
with Max Focus, it is enabled on or any browser that they support. So I guess if I long press this one, yeah, see it brought it up.
It starts the video right from,
I'm a born car salesman, but I was thinking today that maybe I would just kind of ease into it, get a feeling for the place.
So anyway, so this is inside Max Focus here. So
you know how when you go to YouTube or you watch YouTube, there's a strip of, you might also like.
well, yeah, that's what this is.
Tons of
That's
it,
what
yeah,
you-
that's that. And if you're watching them, they say, if you're watching them directly from that page, you're not as inclined to see those or click on them.
Well, normally if you click on that, it takes you to a new page and then you've got other.
Yeah,
Since
just-
you watch this, how about
Then
this?
try that,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and right now, the way I did it with Max Focus, it just opened up that one short in that window without me losing
Right.
where I was or bringing up more suggestions or whatever. So,
Can you open a link using Focus?
here's a link for. I don't know, let's see here, subscribe, vote podcast, okay, let's look at the FTC link. I'm long pressing and there it is, and
I understood that you get the text of the article without a million commercials in between every other paragraph.
well, again, we're using the free version, so I'm not sure if we get that.
Cause it's so irritating to get commercial after commercial,
See, we don't have the options to do,
the extras.
right, it looks like it's giving me a
Yeah,
trial.
cause there's a free version, there's a $8 version and a 15.
Well, they
whatever
were
it
showing the
was.
27 with the chat GPT.
It was the deluxe,
Right.
but it's a one-time fee.
Right. So,
Well,
but again, you can try it out, which is what Sandy and I are doing.
Yeah, we're both doing the free version
Yeah, so we're trying the free version. It gives us, I think, 40 previews
a
a
day.
day, so.
Yeah.
Sandy just wasted 2 of them for us. No,
So,
that's all right. I don't care. I won't use it, but I like the chat GPT stuff might be interesting.
yeah, I'm intrigued by it.
But again, so
That's
I have to play with it and see if it's gonna be useful for me. In order for me to part with some money, so. Unlike Ellen who throws money on the ground, you know. Did you see?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, I didn't even know.
Oh, she
I
did.
have money on the ground.
She did, I get it. She had money on the ground over here.
Must be nice to be rich enough to throw money around.
She'd miss it later.
Okay. But anyway, that's that Max Focus thing.
Okay, any questions about something, anything? Oh, what about that? How to go live on YouTube? That's real short.
Okay,
And I was trying to think, that seemed like we might be a way that we could use it to do show a little short that we could refer people to. This is how you do something.
yeah.
I don't know.
If we have something of value to show, that's the problem. We never know what, yeah.
I mean, even one person has a question and
Oh.
doesn't see how to do something. We could record, I mean, there's other ways to
Sure.
record.
But I don't know that I
Heat
do it,
strokes.
I don't know that I do it live, but.
Well, but it says at the end, it records it automatically.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, see, let's watch it. It's just very short.
What you're looking at here is my phone, my Samsung S21 Ultra. And all you need is the YouTube app. So the same app that you use to just play videos on your phone, open it up and notice the plus down in the bottom center. I tap the plus. Now I have the choice to just pick a video, record a short, or go live. So I just go to live, I tap on next, and this will be made public and not made for kids. Now, as soon as I tap on go live, a notification will be sent out to our subscribers. They will be getting a notification that we're going live. So I just tap go live. And now I think you should see more about this stream deck Jim has. All he has to do, so can you see? Up there is the results. Here is where he's pushing buttons. Okay, when I'm done, I don't want this to be real, I just tap the X. And are you sure you want to stop streaming? Okay. So if you happened to get the notification that Geeks on Tour was going live, you could have gone to the channel and watched that live. Now that I have stopped the live, it becomes a recorded replay video. So I'm going to go to our YouTube channel. We're going to see if it shows up under live. Yep, there it is. No views, but streamed 57 seconds ago. Green deck Jim has. All he has to do, so can you see? Up there is the results. Here is where he's pushing buttons. All he has to do is push a button and it shows the two of us in what's called the green room. So you get the idea? The phone in your pocket can go live to a potential worldwide audience, and as soon as you're done, it's a video on your YouTube channel. All for free. So what do you need? Well, all you really need is a Google account. If you have a Gmail address, you have a Google account. There's just one more step. When you go to YouTube and you are logged in to your Google account, you will see a plus in the upper right-hand corner. You click that plus in order to upload a video to your channel. The very first time you do that, it will ask you to click the button that says Create Channel. You create channel, you give it a name, and you're done. You now have a YouTube channel and you can start uploading videos.
Well, anyway,
Interesting.
maybe the average person, won't be into that, but I thought,
It's nice to know how to
yeah,
upload, because she did go over, you use basically the same steps to upload a video too, if you already have one that you've taken. And you want to put it on your YouTube channel, so that's nice to do.
yeah, so, yeah, it's a little similar, but this is, I know I get hooked on these shorts. When
I
I'm
like the
reading
shorts.
on YouTube, a little short will come up with a little puppy dog.
Oh.
And if you watch it, then all of a sudden, there's a
Yeah,
scrolling
well,
of 9 million things.
right, the thing I don't like about the shorts is you don't have the controls, the pause,
Usually only a minute or two.
some of them are
Some of them, I
longer, but you can also do, let's see here, where are we? Well, let's go to YouTube just to see. If you pick one of the shorts and you want to see the controls. Let's see, here's the short. All right, well, there's this. All right, let's do this one. This is kind of innocuous. If we pick that.
If our car keys are locked.
And if you notice the URL up here, you can change that to be a regular YouTube
Yeah,
URL, and it no longer is a short. It's just a regular video.
If our car keys are locked inside the car,
Right,
and the door
right.
won't
So
open,
you can
what would you?
save? You can speed it up. You can go to a particular place, because sometimes you want to just, or they said something and he said, oh, I missed that. What was, I want to go 2 seconds
yeah.
back, but I can't because they gotta wait for the 5-minute video to finish before to repeat. So,
I guess I've been watching a lot of really short ones,
Okay.
because then it's in a loop.
yeah.
All of a sudden
they
it's
do
starting
it,
again and starting again.
Right, yeah, and in this,
Okay.
this case, it's only 48 seconds, but still, sometimes I've seen them where they're longer. And I see something, I missed that, what was it? So I just convert it to a regular, because all you really need is the video number, the video ID up here.
Okay.
And it's the same for a short or for a regular video. So once you put that in, it'll give you all the controls down here. It lets you save it, do anything you want, put in closed captioning if you need it. So all that's
I
kind of
put on
nice.
closed caption a lot of times if it's something that I missed the name of somebody
Yes.
I'm talking about, or a book
Exactly.
title.
Right.
And I do it, and then I can just back up a second and
Mhm.
see it on the
Yeah,
screen.
because if
Yeah,
anything
that's
like
really
me, they'll
useful.
mumble when I want.
My granddaughter got a miniature dachshund this summer, little baby. It's so damn cute, but all of a sudden, my feed is coming with cute little miniature ducks
Oh.
and shorts, and the dog's always talking.
Oh.
How they do that, I'm not even sure, because it don't move its mouth, you know? it's-
Yeah, I think that's stuff is pretty.
And then I sent it to my granddaughter, she's, Grandma, you're sending me all of these things I don't.
Yeah, that's the problem with all this.
And then but I keep getting dog ones.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's, I digress.
That's okay, so that's how you would,
Okay, start page is something I'm gonna
okay,
wanna explore.
You know, I made city chicken a couple weeks ago.
What chicken?
City chicken, it's pork on a stick. And
She may not have
honest
heard
to
of that.
God, I opened up Facebook and they had a recipe for that, and I think they can hear you. 'Cause that's happened more than once.
It happened where I'm just thinking about
I'll be
something.
talking about something and I go into Facebook and it's there on Facebook.
Well, I read
It's
somebody who said, they said, I know I never said these words out loud or typed them, and he said, I dreamt it. And there it was on Facebook.
Oh, geez.
My dreams.
Oh,
yeah.
geez. That's weird. I just
We're,
thought that was-
We're in the matrix,
Yeah,
right?
we're lost now. Too late to save us.
Yeah,
So we've been a little over an hour. I don't know if some,
Any questions from anybody else?
any questions or anything, but do come back and
I need help with something.
what's your,
They're doing the Pulaski Park bricks,
okay,
and I did one for my great grandson,
okay.
so he would know his heritage, and all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute. The two great granddaughters also have.
Should be the same.
So I gotta do the same, and they've told me how to spell their name, but I forget, and I don't wanna call them back. So I know my granddaughter married Nathan Roner. How do I go and find his background so I don't get embarrassed and have to call him?
I mean, your granddaughter is an adult or is?
Yeah, she has the two little girls. And they gave me the name of, it was Nathan's grandparents. But they spelled it out for me, it was real long.
Oh, so you're hoping to
So I'm
find
gonna go to that
the family
Yeah.
names
game without having to,
without having to ask your daughter again?
yeah.
Did you do any searches for
Did you
that
do a
name
search?
at
No.
the time she told you? No.
What about,
I don't have a brain.
The family history.
but you're,
If I could put her husband's name in, Nathan Roner, well, I know his parents. John and
Yeah, you
Marguerite
can try that, but
Roner.
so Roner is the last name for sure?
That's their name, but it was
20.
his mother's
December.
mother's last name, it was the Polish name. The Roner is not the Polish name.
try the, what's the Mormon page? I forget.
Family search?
Yeah, that-
Yes,
Okay.
try family search.
All right,
If you don't see it, email me when I'm at home and I'll
all right,
play around with it.
thank you,
It's
Sandy.
intriguing, yeah.
Last month you asked me to bring the information.
And the, some of it is pay, isn't it? Or is they stop being paid?
Which one?
The family search stuff. You have to have a subscription or something and
Go in and play around without a
Okay.
subscription, but it's a free subscription.
oh, it is?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought you
family
had to
search
use
is,
the
no,
library to get the free.
no, that's Ancestry.
Oh, that's what I'm talking.
Ancestry.com
Because
is
they
another
give you a
one.
lot of good stuff.
But to do a lot in there, you can do a little bit in there too, but to
Okay.
do a lot. Doing it in a library gives you more,
Right,
because the libraries have a
subscription.
library subscription.
Oh,
Okay,
third try.
yeah, yeah.
Try to catch you when you first started. You asked me to bring the information about the person who is an electrician that puts up antennas.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then there's another one who is not an electrician. He's a handy person and
But he's
He
some
put in-
experience with this.
if you already have an antenna you want put up, or the electrician guy is probably more likely to get an antenna for you and put it up.
Uh-huh.
The handy guy is more likely to put up your own and clean your gutters while it's up. Yeah. So, if you.
Yeah, I'll make copies of those.
Okay, you wanna copy it or project
Or
it?
was everybody else interested in somebody who would put up the antennas?
Somebody was
I
like.
thought there was somebody.
Somebody, of course, they're probably not here that this.
Was
Margie, I think.
Margie. I'll make sure Margie gets it.
Well, why don't you take a picture of it or
Yeah, I
type
am.
it up
Yeah,
and
would you
then
take
I
it
am.
type it up and then send it to everybody if you.
Okay,
on your whatever.
sure.
Yeah.
And they would,
Will it stay
Did
up
you-
there for a while? Or we just, on a, would it be one email? Or
Yeah.
will it stay, or, okay,
I'll do that, is that okay?
whichever way, just wanted to know.
Okay, and did you mention to them you might share that too?
I got permission
Oh.
from the handy guy because with people like that, it's feast or famine. You know, he doesn't want somebody calling him when he's up on the ladder.
Right.
The other fellow, of course, they have, trucks with their name on it, and,
Ah.
You know the difference, right, everybody?
Yeah, this is good. And it's always, I like word of mouth where
Mhm.
I've used them and it
Right, I got permission.
was a
from
good
Irving-
experience.
From Irving, but,
This one's the electrical doctor
Yeah,
has a
electrical doctor.
Ohio license.
he just gives out business cards because that's what he does,
Yeah. Great. I'll,
But Irving does.
did
all
you want
kinds.
these back or?
I would like them back.
Okay, I took pictures.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for
It's
remembering.
hard to find anybody that actually has time on their hands, but is actually skilled. Nobody can find any help.
Yeah, and if you find somebody you can count on, who answers your calls and comes when they
I
say.
mean, employers, they go through all the background check and everything, get an employee. And, they stay for 2 days.
And they don't show up.
They can't have a full-time job. What's that?
I know. When the guy gave me a price on cutting down my tree, he was, like, when can I come? And he's kind of shaking his head saying, nobody wants to work.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I have help.
But the crew that came
You
went
can't,
right to it and got the job done.
one tree,
It's
one tree.
near the box. Trees.
How much was
Yeah.
the one tree?
For one tree,
Uh-huh.
a tall, old, dead tree, very tall, 2,000.
I just saw the corner of West Erie, across from the Easter basket.
Okay.
The bootlegger's house, the one with the glass doors in the garage,
Okay.
so that he could see.
Oh, I didn't know that was
He
the
could see
story.
when the young guys were coming in from Canada. Anyway, that's one of the older trees on the tree.
Anyway, he was there.
That the tree on the tree line came over in the storm. Oh my God, it was a gorgeous tree. It's alive and everything, it just was hollow.
I had,
If it falls in the street, the city will pay, come and take it, and they will take you up beyond your sidewalk. And,
then leave the rest.
well, they're supposed to, they took the rest for me.
Oh.
It's a good question where the city comes in on this, because it was a tree lawn tree, but it hit the house.
Oh,
It knocked an awning loose. It's a brick house. I don't think it did much damage
Oh,
to the
good.
house.
I have to go into the street where that.
But there was a time when the city said, we don't care that there are trees. We don't have the money to take them down.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they did in the back where the wires are. My wires run behind between.
That's Ohio Edison.
Well, I called and they said, well, we used to take them down if they were a possible threat to the wires. But it's too expensive,
Oh, the
or we
tree.
won't do it.
Ohio Edison. do it.
No, the
Oh,
city
yeah.
won't either.
Yeah, you used to be able to call them up and they would come and trim your trees around the wire.
Yeah.
I know in my electric bill, there's often a little flyer
Right.
that says, we have really good tree people. If you need one,
Yeah.
we'll recommend
There you are.
ours.
Good
You
luck.
could buy our people.
There's right up my street during this last storm. Huge tree went over, roots and all, and it crushed the back of their back room. I almost look at
Like an add-on?
enclosed sunroom type of thing. And then in Mogneting Park, which was straight across from it, a big one went down on the playground set. But I couldn't tell if it squashed and
Lakeview
Like-
Park, north and south, lost a lot of trees. about.
Well,
Aren't they going in a tornado in Avon Lake?
They did call it, yeah, there were a couple
Couple
tornadoes.
tornadoes.
I think one went through Oakwood Park. There must be
Oh, yeah.
25 trees down in
Yeah,
there.
but they're all hollowed. They wanted to take them down a few years ago, the people had a conniption, understandably, because they're.
Oakwood.
They're green and
Are
they're
they gonna
still.
plant oak trees again? That's
They
the
have to do
thing.
it in stages though, so that you constantly have, new things dying, old things dying and new things replacing. You can't do it all at once.
Really.
All right, any more questions? or
Any more
comments?
questions for today? So, yeah, if you want to try family search, for instance,
Yeah.
otherwise send me the names
Okay.
in an email and I'll
Thanks.
play around with it. Like I said, I've been looking for veterans from the American Revolution, you know how far back that was.
Yeah. Gets older every day.
Yeah.
Plus years ago. And it's actually, I was meandering from one thing to another, and all of a sudden I got a reference to an article from 1975 where headlines was, here are 85 residents of Lorraine County who fought in the American Revolution and died in Lorraine County. And I thought, somebody already did this project. So I'm trying to print it out because it's from the newspaper and you know how that's real long and I'm trying to, anyway. Fun. But this would be refreshing to look for someone different.
I joined DAR, being general or something or other, but the one I loved was in Pennsylvania. And he owned one slave and the people in the city got a group to go and they got horses and guns and food. Then the group my relative was in got nothing. And they walked without guns, whatever food they could get. And he and his, I'm gonna say friend, died in the shed. They froze to death. They never even got there. Isn't that a horrible story?
You know,
Oh,
they just announced in yesterday's paper, there was a recent movie documentary of the Oberlin Wellington.
oh, the
Rescue.
The Oberlin Rescue.
And they said it was gonna show in Oberlin, I think, at the theater, free for.
Get it at their lives.
And then it was online at some obscure website.
It won an Emmy.
Yes, that was it. There was another one somebody else was working on for Lorraine, that wasn't quite complete, but that one, the Oberlin, Wellington one won the name.
Of course, they got funding from somebody. That's the key to winning an Emmy is getting some money.
Yeah, sure.
You don't do a good movie with $1.50.
It's fun when things are created locally.
All right, we about ready to call it. We want to have a motion.
Yes, we have a motion to adjourn.
Okay,
Nancy said,
I
okay.
said okay. Is that a second?
That's a first.
That's fine, I'll do.
Ellen,
Ellen can do the second.
I looked at Ellen. Oh, there. She'll take a second.
Okay, Don, you good?
Vote.
Got it?
Did he get the second?
Nancy and Ellen.
I got that.
Okay,
All right.
okay,
yeah.
it passed.
Yeah,
Now-
Yeah.
we voted when you weren't looking.
Okay,
What's
now
wrong?
you're gonna vote.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it a different room or was it just a?
We don't avoid another room. But they are making changes in there that might fix it.
All right, we're going to stop the meeting.